Hey, what's up everybody? Ed the Pond Professor here. I am coming today from my office at Aqualand in St. Charles, Illinois, the water garden capital of the world. And I have a really cool event that's coming up. It is going to be a regional event, a Midwestern regional event located in Put-in-Bay, Ohio. So a really, really cool place. It is on South Bass Island, which is just off the coast of Ohio on Lake Erie, just off the coast of Sandusky. So a really neat little place. We went out there last year and we built an incredible pond. So this was with Coyote Peterson. It was at a nature center and we just fell in love with the place. So it all started out, you had that scenic view going across the bay, taking the ferry boat across, just kind of checking in all the different sites and everything. And I had no idea that this actually existed. I knew there was islands out there, but I didn't know they were actually kind of unique and they're pretty cool. So actually had a lot of fun exploring some of those little different places, checking out some of the beaches. It's well known for fishing and all types of outdoor activities. So really, really cool place. We ended up building a pond at the Lake Erie Islands Nature and Wildlife Center. So this was an incredible little place. So it's kind of tucked off by itself. They get lots of tourists coming through there, but they have these beautiful displays, all types of animals, local native wildlife. We came in and we actually designed and built an above ground pond system for some turtles. So this was a lot of fun, but what was really unique about it was this actually was started out by Coyote Peterson. So we got connected up with Coyote. Greg and I met him years ago over at VidCon, and he's obviously had his own TV show, but he has since taken off completely on his own. He has an incredible following on YouTube and he loves this area. It's actually where he grew up as a child, kind of going to these different islands. He's actually on Middle Bass Island, which is a little bit further north from South Bass Island, which is a little bit more remote, I guess, but he just loves the quiet, the nature, exploration and all that stuff. And he was familiar with the Wildlife Center just from going through that area for all those different years. And he hooked us up with Renee, who is the director, fell in love with their mission and wanted to help out and try to give back, and we just had a blast. And it was at that point where we started looking around at some other opportunities. So here's actually that little feature that we created there. Small feature using limestone, beautiful stumps, and there's also an underwater camera inside of there so kids could actually see up on the screen the turtles and stuff like that swimming around. So it was kind of a really, really unique display, and it's actually a very unique one. They fell in love with it as well. So Renee and her entire team absolutely loves it, and that's when we started talking about some of these other ideas. So Brian and I actually went out there in the afternoon on one of the days and we started throwing around some designs. You can kind of see a little bit of an outline here, but this is looking from their deck out into this beautiful nature area. What I don't like is this thing right over here, obviously, so we want to try to hide that up. I also have a little bit of a pathway right through here that goes down a set of stairs, and it goes down into kind of this lower section where it's beautiful, just native woodland plants and things like that. So what we were talking about doing is actually creating a raised berm right over in here somewhere. Waterfall kind of coming out and then falling into a little bit of a meandering type of a pond system that kind of works its way through this entire area. Kind of crashing down through here, stepping stones going across or a bridge or something like that to take you into that other area. We also talked about possibly doing a negative edge over on this side, kind of falling away down that hillside. A little bit more construction. The other thing that could be a challenge with that is these islands were actually formed, they're just big giant slabs of limestone. So limestone relatively soft, but it could turn into a nightmare if we start digging into this stuff and we can't get through it. And the reason I say that is this little face over here, if you go down those stairs, you're actually going to see kind of exposed rock along that back edge. So what I love about this is we have an opportunity at this nature center to talk about some of the geological history and things like that of the South Bass Island or of all the Bass Islands. So again, really, really unique geology. It's known as karst geology, which is a limestone based. There's actually a really cool cave right down the street from their place. It's actually the largest geode in the world. So you go down into this little cave and you enter into this geode and it'll blow your mind. I mean, it's got this really cool crystals and all that stuff inside of there. So it's very unique from a geological perspective as well as animal life. So if we can kind of create a living, breathing ecosystem outdoors, we already did an indoor one. So if we can do one outdoors, it will completely transform this space, and it will also expose more and more tourists. They get people from all over the Midwest that are going to this area. By having all these different ponds and things like that, it opens us up to new potential people that could be exposed to water features in a way we normally wouldn't have access to. So I think it's a really, really cool opportunity. And here's another view looking up. This is actually back at the Nature Center. That area where I kind of drew out is right over in here. So that pond system would kind of be wrapping through this bridge coming across. I'm actually standing on the pathway. So it'd be more kind of a riverine pond type of a system, which I know we could do an incredible job with. A couple challenges we have. We have to take a ferry boat across. So bringing the rocks in originally, we had some challenges with that. So we're gonna have those same challenges again. We might be able to get some of this limestone from the actual island because we did see some exposed areas, but we'll have to figure out some of those details a little bit later. But I'm definitely gonna use that beautiful weathered limestone just because it fits perfectly with this application. The bigger part of this always is going to be that collaboration. So it's wonderful to give back to the community, but we also want to collaborate. So working with Coyote Peterson again to kind of really expose not only the people that are going to visit South Bass Island, but also all the different viewers from an internet perspective. So all the social media, so from Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, all these different platforms, we want to get this stuff out there. And if we have Coyote Peterson involved, I know this is going to be a huge success. Like I said, Put in Bay, beautiful area, scenic little port town. If you have a boat, people take boats out, big fishing area, kayaking, all the nature stuff, and I'm forgetting one little part that I cannot forget. It is kind of known for a party scene. So definitely looking forward being here in July, having fun with everybody. We have a huge team from Aquascape coming out to enjoy this beautiful facility as well as participate in this really, really unique regional event. I hope you join us.